Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's day 2, it's simulation week, and this is Farming Simulator. So here we are on Farming Simulator 19. This is on the PlayStation, and at the moment you can pick this up on the PlayStation 4 for $24.49, and that's available on offer until the 4th of March 2020. After that it goes back to its normal price of $34.99. Now this game is available on Steam as well. I believe it's also available on every other console. I'm not sure about the Switch, but definitely on the Microsoft Store. And we start here with a friend who's very kindly got this farm ready for us. We've got a bit of money in the bank, we've got some machinery, and we're going to do some farming. So we're just walking around now looking at the different bits of machinery that we've got here. We've got a couple of trucks. There is a sower which also does some cultivating and fertilizing as well. And over in the distance there, you can see we have a harvester as well. So we're just going to make sure everything's ready to do this. Just going to cycle through some vehicles here. In the harvester, this is being set up so that it will drop a line behind the harvester, and then that line can then be baled using the baler that is currently heading towards us now. And yeah, this game is multiplayer as well. You can get I think you can get up to 8 people on this. It could be more actually. And you can all work together doing bits of the farm. Now this field that we're about to harvest here is quite a big field, so the more people you have working on this, the quicker you'll obviously get it done. This is quite time consuming, this game, but it also can be a lot of fun at the same time. So if you're on with a few of your mates, you can have a laugh if you don't want to take it seriously, but if you do want to take it seriously, you can work together and achieve some great results with your farm. As well as having the initial field that you start off with, like we have here, you can buy more land. So you can buy the fields around if you've got the money to do so. And you can expand your farm across the whole map. Now, Farming Simulator traditionally comes with loads of mods that you can get. These are all free downloads from within the game. There is a mod section on the main menu. You can go and download as many mods as you want. Some of these might include vehicles. You may have maps as well. You can have different buildings for your farm. This map is actually a mod in itself. This, I think, is called Green Valley, if I remember rightly. Green Valley 2020. And this is probably, if you're starting out for the first time, this is probably going to be the perfect map to start you on. It's mainly flat, and the fields are they're not awkward at all. So if you're wanting to get to grips with it for the first time, I would recommend downloading this as a mod, as well as all the required machinery that you need as well. Within the game, you press on the touchpad on the PlayStation, and you can buy the various bits of machinery and different bits of equipment that you need, including any trailers, trucks, cars even. You can buy pallets of fertilizer, you can buy seeds, you can buy all sorts within the menu, and anything that you buy then gets made available in the shop, which is usually a short distance away from your farm, so you can drive all your equipment back. I found if you're buying multiple tractors, if you buy a truck with a flat trailer on it as well, you can transport the tractors on the back of that truck to save you having to drive backwards and forwards if you're on your own. If you have friends, obviously, you can all take one each and start getting them back to your farm, building farm buildings with garages to store your vehicles in. The possibilities are almost endless, I would say. So, as you can see at the moment, what we're doing is harvesting. It's creating a line behind us, to which the baling machine, or the baling trailer should I say, which is attached to one of the tractors, is going to follow behind us and going to do some baling. It's going to create some bales, and then you can set up a truck and a trailer to go alongside these bales, and you can change your setting so that the bales are automatically, when you drive alongside them, put on the back of the trailer. Once that's full, you can go and sell them on. We also have, which you'll see later on, a truck for collecting or emptying this harvester once it gets full, and then you can go and empty that and sell that on as well. So as you can see, coming up on the left there is the tractor with the baler attached to it, and if you look just behind that, you can see the hay bales that have already been created. Now what's important is with a lot of these vehicles, as you can see with this harvester in the menus, you can hire workers. So if you don't want to, or if you're on your own and you want to do multiple things at once, you can start off the harvester and then you can hire a worker to just carry that on until the job is done, and you can go off and do something else. So you might follow behind your own harvester with the baler and start baling. Also, if you're not sure of the controls, they're dead straightforward. You can obviously bring these up in a menu, but if you look at the top left of the screen, you can see the controls as you may require them. So at the moment it's telling me the different controls that belong to this harvester, and if I was to press the left or the right one buttons, it will bring me to a new control menu, and then pressing L and R1 together will bring you to a new menu again with a new set of controls. These can relate to different parts of the machine or different types of control within the machine. You can have third person or first person view, which is in the cab, and you can zoom in and out of the external view, the third person view, by using the up and down arrows on your D-pad as well, because you might find with a trailer especially that the view is zoomed in a little too much, so you're going to want to bring that out so you can see what you're doing and where you're going. If we skip forward a bit, we can see now that the harvester is full, so we're going to need to empty that. And this is where this truck comes in that's pulling up alongside us here. This will take the stuff that the harvester has collected, and you can empty that into a silo and sell that on later. The only thing I would say is I would probably, to be on the safe side, wait until the harvester is full before you empty this, and don't try to drive alongside it while it's moving and then empty it, because it can be quite difficult if you're not used to the controls on this game. But this is where a friend comes in handy. I'm currently sat in the harvester still, and there's someone else there with the truck just navigating it so that it can be filled and I can empty the harvester. So as you can see, if you look on the right, you've got close-ups there of or closer shots of the tractor with the baler, and then the truck that collects the bales afterwards as well. So that will automatically, as you drive past the bales, put them on the back of the trailer, and then you can go off and sell them on at a later date or whenever the trailer is full. If you have multiple trailers, you can obviously store them around the farm until you want to sell them on. If not, then you can sell them straight away. Yeah. Moving on a lot further now, and we're probably, I would say, about halfway through harvesting this field. As I told you, this can be quite a time-consuming game. And at this point, I have managed to get another person in. So there's now 3 of us working on this field. There's one harvesting, which is me. There is one on the baling, which is over in the far right there. And then in close proximity to the baler is the truck that is following behind him or alongside him and collecting the bales. So as I say, if you work together, you can obviously get these jobs done a lot faster than if you were on your own doing this, because you would have to rely on the workers to do this part, which is the harvesting. But you can't hire workers to do the baling or drive the truck with the trailer that collects the bales. So you'll have to obviously do one, make bales, and then go back and collect them all afterwards. So that can obviously be a little bit time consuming. You can, within the menu in multiplayer, you can promote any one of your staff, your friends should I say, to Farm Manager, and what that will do is that will enable them to buy and sell vehicles. Basically, it will give them control of the money within the farm. So both of these people that I have employed to help on this farm have been promoted to Farm Manager, which will enable them to go to the shop, buy extra vehicles and equipment as they're needed. They can sell equipment that's not needed anymore, and basically help with the day-to-day running of the farm. In fact, if you wanted to, you could employ one friend as a farm manager on your farm, let them control the farm and the people that are helping out within it, and you can sit back and not lift a finger. The gameplay style is entirely up to you, and how you want to play it depends on what kind of mood you're in, I suppose, at the time. Moving on again, we are now going to have a go at the sowing machine, and this is going to plant seeds. It's going to fertilize, but at the same time as you're going along, it's also going to cultivate. So it's going to prepare your field as it's planting seeds and sowing the seeds, and then it'll fertilize them at the same time. So you can get different attachments that can do these jobs separately. So if you had multiple friends on, for example, and you wanted each one of them to be responsible for a job, you can buy these various aspects of this process separately, and the tractors to go with them. So you can have one person sowing, one person cultivating, one person fertilizing. Or if you want to get the job done a bit quicker than that, you can buy an all-in-one like this. So I'm doing this on the bits that have already been harvested and baled, and across the field, the rest of the field is still being harvested and the baling is still going on. So you don't necessarily have to wait for one job to finish before you start on another. You can always let the first job get a little bit along the process before you set off the second job, and stagger the starts of these jobs. It's entirely up to you. As I say, the gameplay is a little bit of a sandbox, really, in terms of the style of play and the machinery that you use. Now, before we end this video, I've just got time to show you the process behind promoting someone that you're playing with to a farm manager. So to do this, you will pause your game. You will find the tab with the players that are in your game on a list, and you will select the person that you want to promote. You don't have to press X. What you do is you hover over their name, and then you press the right directional button on your D-pad, and then you select promote to farm manager by pressing X, and that will, as I say, give them control of the money, the farm, the equipment, all of it. It'll be as if they were playing as you, as the owner of the farm. Now, you can obviously revoke those privileges at any time if you feel that they are ruining your farm or spending too much money. You can also kick them from the game if you feel that they're going to cause a nuisance, and you can report them as well if they are causing trouble and being offensive. But other than that, that's pretty much it. That was Farming Simulator 19. It's available on the PlayStation Store at the moment for $24.49, I believe, and that is till the 4th of March, and then it goes back to $34.99. Thanks for watching.